Gia and Tanya are my morning coffee.
Well, good morning, and welcome to another episode of My Morning Coffee, where the conversation is always hot, bold, and full of flavor. And today, again, we promise not to disappoint. And for those of you that are tuning in, we definitely want you to put your location where you're tuning in from down at the bottom. We'd love to know where our cup crew is watching from. And we're going to get right into it. We're going to be bringing on Dr. A, Dr. Angelina, Dr. Runway in a bit. But I want to talk to Miss Gia about what is in her cup and what she has been up to. What's up, Miss Gia?
Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, everybody. I have my morning coffee cup, and I got a little coffee in my cup because I need it. I was up late this morning, not because I wanted to. It's because for whatever reason, your girl had a reaction to something, and I was like itching all night and all this morning. So I didn't really get to sleep until like 3 o'clock because it was just like, girl, it was a mess. But so we'll get back to that a little later on. What I've been up to, I feel like I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Like we've been on break or something, and
Right.
Now like a kid back to school, first day of school, I get to see my best friend Tanya. So I'm all excited and stuff. And I have a lot to talk about because I feel like we haven't talked, we haven't been on the pod for a minute. But I just been doing my thing. I had a few events over the past 2 weeks. Weekend before last, I vended at the Juneteenth event at the Baldwin Hills Mall, Nothing But Black Flea. I did that. That was awesome. A lot of people came out, supported all the vendors there. So it was good to see. There's a lot of events going on that weekend of Juneteenth all over the city. I know you guys had some, I think, in your city and all over LA. I think that Crenshaw, that Destination Crenshaw area was hot. The block was hot, as the kids say. It was, people was everywhere. The mall was crowded. And even they had something at the YMCA that was near the Baldwin Hills Mall. I believe one of them basketball players, what he named, is it Westbrook? I think he gave some money or something. And so people came out to that. So it was a lot of people there. So it was good. You know me, been in the community. So it was good to see all those people out there. It was crowded as hell trying to get home because Leimert Park was like hotter than hot, and stuff. But I was able to muster through all the traffic and made it home. And then this past weekend, K and J Catering, which is Jeff Sneed and Kevin Monroe, they have a catering business. So this weekend, the women, we helped them out at their event. They catered an event this weekend, 80 to 100 people. So that was on Saturday. So I was juggling like 2 and 3 hats because we also had the regional conference, Zeta Phi Beta sorority. Our region had our regional conference this weekend, so I had my computer on, and I was watching, being at the conference, and I was preparing for the catering event. So I was doing a whole lot of things. So I was pretty busy. So I'm pretty tired because there's a lot of stuff going on. But the regional conference was good. It was good to get on and see my sorors, even though I couldn't see them in person, see them virtually. That was awesome. They all looked amazing. But also, I want to give a shout out. We need to give a shout out also this weekend. Our fellow D9 brother, Bobby Rogers, him and his company, they did some awesome things this weekend for the youth, these young people that's graduating high school. They gave away a lot of money this weekend. I didn't go attend the event, but one of ours, matter of fact, your son's, her son, our very own he ain't Little Cole no more, Big Cole. He was a recipient of one of the scholarships. So I want to shout out, and I also want to shout you out, Tanya, because I know you and Bobby, well, all three of us, we work together, but I know you are always on Bobby about, you want me to do something, you want us to do something, what you gonna do for me? Because that's how you are. That's how I think that's probably how the podcast started too, because you came to me with something, and here I am. I'm doing something for you. So I know that's how you work. But well, I'm not doing something for you, but we're doing something together. But I'm just saying,
Bobby, I do want to applaud Bobby. We went to Cal State Northridge together. He's a member of Omega Psi Phi, And I've been working with him on his product line with his company, him and his wife, who's a Delta. Kudos to them. All the money that we've raised, a portion of that they are giving back to young people. And Tisha's son, you know what? I saw this dope commercial yesterday during I think it was BET Awards. Like, all the commercials was just absolutely amazing to me. It was talking about young people and how we should be, promoting more than just athletics and whatnot to them as a profession. And her son, I know Tisha's son is looking to be aeronautics, something flight. He want to fly somewhere and do some stuff that most kids don't even think about. So deservingly so. Tish, kudos on the amazing job that you've done with that young man. He is going to do great things. And again, Bobby and his wife have been doing awesome in regards to giving back. So we always want to make sure that we support those that are doing great things and building more leaders in our community. I was supposed to be there, but I was up north, and I'm sure I'm gonna get cussed out later, but it was an amazing event. And we just want to make sure that we shine a light on the work that Bob is doing in the community. Him and Miss Stephanie, their beautiful family is growing up so fast, and I can't wait to see what his little people are going to become. But good stuff. Did you watch the BET Awards?
Yeah, before we get to that, I did watch the BET Awards, Tanya. But also, again, I want to thank Bobby and his wife too, Stephanie, because we all they're doing an awesome job. But I just want to let people know, Bobby and his wife and the company, they came through. They gave away a lot of money, but specifically to Cole, they gave Cole got a $10,000 scholarship from their company. And I think that's just awesome. So I was just like, yeah, let's shout that out. Let's applaud that. Let's keep supporting these small businesses, you guys, because we all are out there doing stuff. We might sell things, but a lot of us are also giving to scholarships and other causes and stuff. So continue to support small businesses. Now let's talk about these BET Awards, girl. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah. What you want to talk about?
You know what? I want to let you go. I have deference for you. So I want to get your thoughts on the BET Awards, because I didn't even know half of these people. Some of my kids would come in here and they would be dancing. And I was like, who is that? And my head is hurting and where that music come from. But I want to get your thoughts.
Well, I didn't know half the people either, but I knew some of the music because, you know me, I be trying to get my little dance on with my little season, but I'm not going to call myself old, but, I be trying to get my little dance on. So I don't necessarily know who the artists are. I just be knowing the sound of the music and stuff. So actually, and I haven't watched the BET Awards in a long time. So just so happened, I came home and it was on, so I got to catch some of it. Overall, I thought it was good. This year was the year of the woman, so I did like that. They was talking about the woman and stuff. Taraji was excellent as a host. I love her. She came out in different little outfits, and she said she was gonna come out with people who she had love for, respected and everything. She was gonna have come out like them and stuff, and she did. It was awesome. She was funny as always and stuff, and always beautiful and stuff. The performances were good. Some of these people I didn't know who they were. Again, and some of the people that won, I didn't know who they were. My girl, because I'm a Cardi for all y'all that don't know, your girl right here. I'm a Migos and Cardi B fan. Okay, I listen to my trap. That's right. I like my trap music. Don't judge me. Okay, I do. And I listen to it faithfully, and I turn it up real high sometimes when I'm listening to it, like I'm a young person. So yeah, that'd be me.
Did you say faithfully?
Yes, faithfully. Yes. Don't know. Yes. I'm about that trap house music. Okay. Yeah. So,
Lieutenant Sneed,
yes. Look, don't judge. Don't judge. Hey. Hey. I like the beat of the music. Okay, come on now. So yeah, I'm not talking about what goes on in the trap house. Okay, I like the music. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So they performed. Cardi came out there. Cardi pregnant, y'all. She pregnant with number 2, and she had a little cute little jumpsuit on, had a little stomach out, and and she had it had all kind of bling on and everything. And it was funny because I knew we were gonna do the show today, and she was dancing, and the bling. When she went down. How she was twerking or whatever and got down low. But the outfit she had looked like vajayjay was bedazzled because that's where she had the stones down there. So it was, I was like, oh, how appropriate for tomorrow. We can talk about that and stuff. So yeah, so that was good. She was good. Her is she bad? She performed. That girl bad. I can't say nothing bad about her. She did an awesome job. She was good. Let me see. I'm trying to remember because I don't know. I don't know who all the happy people are, so I don't really know.
I think Meg did a good job. She looks like she's losing a little weight.
Who?
So Megan the Stallion.
Girl, Megan the Stallion. Yeah, she was right. She was right. She performed. Her
when we bring the
good.
doctor on, though, I want to talk about all the little. I won't say cool things. I don't know if they're dangerous things that people be doing to their little vajayjay.
Yeah,
we can get into that. But I also love. I wanted to say with Megan, I always love how she pays homage to her mother and
yes
for her success. Like she never forgets that, and I think there's something familiar.
And you know who else also too they honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award, which was to me long overdue, Miss Queen Latifah. So she got that award. She was there with her father, and she talked about her mother too. Mother's not here anymore and stuff, but she had a picture of her mom and stuff, and she always talks about her mom and stuff, and she looked beautiful, and her speech was awesome. She shouted out a lot of people, and it was good to see a lot of the rappers that came up in her era. They performed right before they came and gave her the award and stuff. Little Kim was there, and stuff. So she was really excited and pleased with her award and stuff. So I was really happy for her because Queen. I think Queen really set it off for a lot of women. She did set it off for a lot of women in rap, and stuff. She came out back in the day, that's when we were back in, I don't know, Tanya, because you're a little younger, but you might have been like in elementary school.
Listen, Queen Latifah and MC Lyte, are royalty in hip hop. So man, woman, or child, they both rap most men under the table. So and they can have some auto tune and fixing things like they did back then. They came out, they competed with the men, and they got it done. So yes, it was Year of the Woman, and I think they pulled it off great.
So it was good, and they had a lot of little dancing, and they had a lot of little I would say little
moments.
The girls was there, they was dancing, they was twerking, they was on the ground, they had their legs open, they were doing a whole lot of stuff. We were like, whoa, okay. But Taraji said, hey, she said we taking all this stuff back. Our girl Maxine Waters was there, she reclaimed her time, she said, so it was good, stuff. So it's good to see the young people out there.
I was with in Monterey this weekend for my cousin's birthday, and two of my favorite cousins, Michael and his wife Sharika, were there, and they've been married. Okay, they've been together about over 30 years off and on, right? And you think by this time people know or decide they do or don't want to be together. They're still married, hella funny. And we were having drinks, and Mike was basically saying, 30 years I've learned I don't need no woman to twerk for me no more. Like, I need a woman that can twerk these dishes. I need a woman that could, make sure I have peace of mind when I get back home. I'm trying to have a woman that makes my home a place that I want to be. So I kind of wanted to lean into that because I think a lot of women still believe that men are looking for the aesthetics to marry. I ain't talking about to trick off with, okay? I'm talking about to marry. And we're also at an age where we still want to feel like we can draw some attention and make him feel some kind of way. So he's over here talking about, I don't need a woman to twerk. And she's over here trying to figure out what else I can do to twerk better. To keep
right.
So I don't know. Have you found yourself in a place in your marriage yet where you're like, I need to get my sexy back? Or because I know there are women that have been doing some incredibly creative things to get their sexy back. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I would say yes and no. I think as we women, as we age, get older, a part of us still, we still want to feel desired and we still, want to feel a certain way. And sometimes as we age, a lot of things, especially with COVID, we've been sitting around not doing nothing and, we putting on little weight here and there and stuff. So sometimes it makes you got you feeling not as sexy as you used to be, you know, and stuff. So I think we go through that. I go through that, you know, and stuff. So and I think too that does affect how you respond in your marriage or in your relationship too. Because I know what, you know, sometimes women with me, if I'm not feeling my best, you know, sometimes it's just like, oh, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm probably not as, you know, feisty as I am when I'm feeling my best, you know, and stuff. And I guess with, you know, difference with me, me and Jeff haven't been married for 30 years and stuff. So when, you know, when he found me, I was seasoned, as they say, you know, I was in my 40s. But I was sexy. So I was sexy, and I'm still sexy in my 50s. But yeah, so
well, let's bring on Dr. Angelina and talk about some of the things that we've heard people do to get their sexy back. You mentioned earlier about weight, and I know that being obese and the rate of obesity in our country is off the charts at this point. So and let's bring Dr. Angelina on to talk more about what women are doing and how she can help them get their sexy back.
Because also, you see, I'm fanning. That has a lot to do with too your sexy and non-sexiness. That, you know, that comes upon us. So yeah, let's bring Dr. A on so we can talk about all this stuff. Because
hey, Dr. A, how are you this morning?
I am great. How are you guys?
We good, but hot.
So first, I want to ask you, what's in your cup?
Cancun.
Look at you. What's in your cup this morning, and how have you been?
I am great, and the reason for it is there is no coffee in my cup because I'm in Cancun. I'll leave it there.
Well, are you going to share with us and let us know?
Yeah, well, what's in your cup, girl? What's in that cup?
I think it's my mojito at this point.
You. Say that again?
I think I have some mojito.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is it
I was with my kids at the pool earlier, and so whatever they gave me, I am drinking it. And then I ran away.
Is it flavored or is it classic? That classic
I think
mojito?
it's the classic, just some mint, basil, and whatever else they put. I don't know. I'm not a bartender. I just tell them to bring me stuff.
So Dr. Angelina, our amazing runway doctor, talk to us about some of the things that women have been doing to get their sexy back, to find that spark in themselves that make them feel more appealing. Because I've heard about vaginal surgeries and things of that nature. Are those things that you do? And what has been the trend?
I think the trend is just really to just make yourself feel good about yourself. I don't think men care that much. I think it's for you to get your confidence back. And once you got your confidence back and you feel good about yourself in your body and got your energy back, then you're going to feel sexy. And then men will do whatever you tell them to do.
From your mouth to God's ears, okay? All right?
But that's how it works. I literally have patients come in, especially when they bring their significant other with them. And let's say they want breast lift, right? Because the breast, you know, the nipples hanging down by the belly button and they're down there. And the girl's like, I just want them up. I want them up here because they're pulling my back. And obviously I want them to be more perky so I can wear without, you know, go without a bra. And the guy's like, I literally had the patient's husband say that it's more convenient for me to reach them down where they are when I'm down there.
You know, Dr. A,
I'm
girl, you got me over here.
Guys don't care.
Okay, Dr. A, let's talk about stuff you said because I never thought about, you know, surgery is something, you know, I never thought that was like something. Never doing stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this. As I'm getting older, and you see I'm fanning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before I didn't care nothing about none of that stuff. But that point you made about the breast lift and stuff, sometimes I be thinking, shoot, I should get a breast lift so I don't have to wear no bra because I don't want to wear no clothes because I miss hot all the time. It's like I don't want nothing on. You know, it's like when you know these flashes that come, they come and they just come. They're so disrespectful. You know, they come whenever they want to come. And I'd be like, oh my God. If I could just not have anything on underneath any of my stuff, I would be so good, you know, and stuff.
But you look really good fanning.
Huh?
You look really good fanning. Like,
oh, I look good. I do it cute. Okay.
Dr. A, tell us some of the more common procedures that you do and under what kind of consulting do you do it? Because it sounds like you are at least honest and realistic with your patients. So talk to us about your most common procedures and how do you approach them with each patient?
Sure. Body work is the most common, obviously, liposuction 360, tummy tucks, mommy makeovers, breast lifts, breast reductions, breast enhancement. But I consult with patients first because it's not uncommon that patients that are over 200 pounds, 300 pounds, and more come into me asking me for my makeover. And that's like a wrong way to start because it will never last. So my consultation always includes weight loss consultation, conversation, because as we talked earlier, like you guys mentioned, obesity rates in the country are skyrocketing. 60% of the country of adult population are obese or overweight. And half of them probably don't even realize they're obese. A lot of my patients come in thinking their weight is completely fine because they feel great. The problem is they feel great right now when they're 25, 30 years old. As soon as they get, give them another 10 years, then the diabetes will kick in, the knee replacement need, back spasms, whatever, right? High blood pressure, all of that will come with age if you're going to continue to maintain that high weight. So I always talk about patients, not just cosmetic surgery, but also what's going to happen to it. Okay, let's say I'll do a tummy tuck on you when you're 250 pounds. Okay, how long is it going to last? Like how long that result's going to look good? Not long if you're not doing anything for your weight.
Do you still do the sculpting and the makeovers if they have underlying health conditions?
No, I mean, it's like a complicated question. I always want to get them healthier first. So if they're overweight, I'm going to give them information and schedule them, actually get them help to lose the weight first. Once they get somewhere where we want them to be, then we're going to do the sculpting. Then I can monitor them and continue the care and actual health care, not just cosmetic, like, oh, you look fat. No, I want them to be healthy and I want to maintain the result that I created. So we're going to work on, if they have to get a gastric sleeve, I'll schedule them for gastric sleeve because I have 4 surgeons in my practice that do gastric sleeve. So I can get them the bariatric surgery first. That's going to give them the energy back. It's getting them the health back, their sugar control, like if they're diabetic or pre-diabetic. So all of those things will improve their result of the cosmetic surgery, right? They're going to heal better. They're going to feel better. They're going to ambulate better. They're not going to get, they're going to get less complications from the cosmetic surgery. So, and then they're going to maintain the results for much longer. I hate for people to spend $10,000, $20,000 on liposuction or BBL or whatever they do and only see it for like 6 months, because guess what? Whatever they lipoed out, if you had changed nothing in your lifestyle, that fat will come back.
So it sounds like what you're saying. The key to all this stuff to maintain that is really health, maintaining your health and your weight. Your weight is the key to everything, to looking good, feeling good, and all that above.
Absolutely, because weight will mess with everything. Yes. It will mess with your hormones. That's going to make you hot. That's going to make you, like a lot of people like, oh, I have PCOS. I was like, yes, but guess what makes it worse? Your weight. And it becomes like a vicious cycle. PCOS makes you gain weight. Gained weight makes your PCOS worse. You'll never get pregnant, even for younger girls who are trying to get pregnant still. Like it becomes like this thing.
Cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, because the fat actually will convert into hormones. Because hormones, all of the estrogen, progesterone, all the sex hormones are fat based. Let's put it that way, and they will go out of whack if you're gaining weight.
You know what? I think this is a setup now on the show. I think Tanya set me up because now you got me thinking, Dr. A. Now I'm like, okay, Gia. Now I'm gonna have to meet Tanya down at the beach and get my run on and stuff. I think she set me up. Now it's becoming clear. I think it's a setup. It's a setup to get me out to the beach to run with her.
Listen. I'm just trying to help the ladies because I've gained my own weight. I've had my own weight gain. So knowing that the surgery might not even be the solution to your problem.
Right.
I think they need to hear that. But
surgery.
Here's my question. When people have an abundance of funds or they've saved their dollars and cents to come see you and have this surgery done, they're not trying to hear, okay, now you need to go lose weight first. So how do you deal with those people that come with, look, I got this money, I want this work. I want you to talk me through some of those stubborn situations, because, you know, it's going to be those, okay, I'm going to listen to what the doctor says patients that are going to be your best patients. But should that keep those other stubborn people or those folks that think I can just go fix this with some money? Like, talk to me about how you deal with them.
They can fix it with money. We're just going to spend money differently. So a lot of places, will not do surgery on certain body mass index, the BMI. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah.
So we calculate the body mass index based on your height and your weight. So a lot of practices will say we're going to do your surgery only if your BMI under a certain amount, right? If you look at Beverly Hills, it's probably under 25 or under 30. Midwest and Florida, probably going to take some higher BMIs, but the price will go up with it. So if you want to pay for your mommy makeover, let's say tummy tuck liposuction, $20,000, and it's only going to last you 6 to 12 months, because guess what? You're going to regain all that fat that was suctioned out pretty fast. Versus we're going to split it up. We're going to spend half of it on a weight loss surgery, which I can provide. You don't have to go search for anybody. I can actually get you to get like weight loss surgery tomorrow, whatever. I can spend half of the money on a weight loss surgery, wait 6 months, and I'm going to spend another half on your tummy tuck liposuction. That's going to make sense, because the result's going to actually stay much longer. So I spend a lot of time consulting and educating my patients on why you should not do it like in the wrong order. If they do it in the wrong order, so I've had patients who are like literally 350 pounds, already had their tummy tuck, their breast lift, their back lift, their butt lift. Now they're realizing their health is not where it's supposed to be. Now we're going to do a gastric sleeve, which is an actual weight loss surgery. We're going to lose the weight, let's say 100 pounds or 150 pounds ideally. And then guess what? We're going to re-tummy tuck, re-breast lift, re-back lift, re-arm lift, everything all over again. They're going to be literally spending double amount of money on all of it.
Dr. A, do you talk about too, because it sounds like you educate them on the different routes they could take, but how much are we educating people on weight management and stuff? Because I've known people who've had those weight loss surgeries and they've gained the weight back too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so do you talk to them about that? Do you have some kind of program or something you kind of try to keep them on and have them maintain the weight loss?
This is majority of my practice. So Ideal Body Institute, we have offices in Atlanta, and now we just opened up in Tampa, and we're planning to go nationwide. We are all about weight management, and not just here's your surgery, see you in 6 months, couple of times, I'll never see you again. No, my patients are educated to come back basically chronically, like you do for diabetes or high blood pressure, because obesity is just as lifelong. It's a disease that's lifelong. It's same as diabetes, right? If you don't take medicine, if you don't stay on top of it, it will come back. Doesn't matter if you did surgery. Surgery is just a tool. So my patients know once they have the surgery, first we'll prepare them for it. Then they have the surgery, they're going to maintain the weight by keep coming back and checking in. Whether it is medicine I have to give them to maintain their weight, whether it's a touch-up on a surgery, we have several options to do like incisionless touch-ups for bariatric surgery, whether it's kicking the butt, I don't care. We'll do stuff continuously to try to help you maintain the weight so you don't regain it. It's lifelong issue.
So you back up for me?
Sure.
For the ladies that are watching, what is a mommy makeover? What does that all entail?
I think it depends on the practice. I think mommy makeover is really just a marketing way of promoting multiple procedures. Like, yes, you can do tummy tuck and let's say breast lift. And if you buy 2 procedures at once, you get a discount.
So it's
in my practice, I also do like vaginal procedures, like vaginal tightening, urinary incontinence that comes with vaginal births or just pregnancies in general or aging. Because I was like, kids don't just ruin your boobs and your stomach, they also ruin vajayjay. Like, we gotta fix that.
Look, let's talk about that, because that's what I'm hearing. That's the thing now, that people are getting, they having surgery on their VJJs, and that's like a thing now. So I want to talk about that, because I did a little research. I was reading a few things and stuff, and I'm like, that surgery it's kind of up there. It's between $6,000 to $12,000 to have that VJJ worked on.
Well, it just depends. It depends on your problem. So some people, the most common thing that we see after having carried the babies, that not always vaginal delivery, even C-sections, just having that pressure, having that weight on your pelvic floor can cause urinary incontinence, like the little sneeze and pee thing, right? Or you're trying to run down on the beach or whatever you guys run, right? And then you run too hard and all of a sudden there's some going out. So having to strengthen the pelvic floor and vaginal wall. So there are non-invasive procedures for that now. Like, we should talk about it. I don't think it's like a new thing. It's just we talk about it more open about like common things. We're all having babies. It's okay. Like, there's 10-pound thing coming out of your vajayjay. Like, it's gonna get stretched. We got to get it tightened again. That's like, they should be like included in your like maternity plan. Right?
I don't even know how to ask this question, but okay. So if I'm a woman right now, how do I know if I need vajayjay surgery? Is it just because my mate thinks I'm a little looser than I was before the babies? Is it because I have incontinence? Is it just because I can't see it no more? Like, what is the person that comes to you that you do the vajayjay surgery on? What is their top 3 to 5 symptoms that they can come to you? Because I want you to say it, so if they hear it, they know that it can be fixed by you or doctor.
Right. So multiple symptoms, all of the above, really. The answer is yes. So urinary incontinence is one of the more clinical symptoms that we see, right? Looseness, meaning that you have sex after having a baby, and it's good, but it's just not the same as it used to be. Like, it's not as tight. And it could be a man saying it. It could be a woman saying it. Me personally, after my second baby, I felt like when I was having sex, it was not quite the same. Like, it was good, but just like, could be better. So I had that non-invasive radiofrequency procedure done where it just kind of goes in, and with time, it slowly tightens the muscles all around. So then the moisture, so it's good for people who had babies, who got stretched out, for postmenopausal ladies who are not as moist as they used to be, right? To produce more of the moisture. All of that will improve your sexual life. So it could be just improvement of sexual life. And it's not a surgery, it's a procedure in the office, like several sessions. Another option is that labia, which is we have external lips and internal lips. The labia minora might be a little too stretched out. Or some people are born like that, like the beef curtain or whatever that people call it. There's many names. It could be too loose or too big, and it starts to kind of go inside. Like when you're having sex, it kind of goes inside the vagina, or it could be showing up like in your underwear, and it's not as cosmetically pleasing. And we can cut it off. That's called labiaplasty. We make the labia minora smaller. We like cut it off. Or it could be your external lips. They're just kind of wrinkly and not as like good looking as it used to be. I can put fillers there, or I can tighten the skin over there to make it better. Or it could be your fupa. And just for disclaimer, a lot of people come to me saying fupa is your like lower belly. It's not. Fupa is the area where the hair grows, the fat upper pubic area, right? Because a lot of girls call their lower belly fupa. I was like, that's not it.
That's not it.
Get your fupa right. So we can do fupa tight or fupa lift. So there's like literally, we can tailor the treatment based on your symptoms and your likes and dislikes. And it goes into surgical, more like vaginoplasty, we actually sew the vagina up to make it tighter for some patients. That's a little bit more extreme, I feel like.
Doctor, you're funny. You said you can get a fupa lift.
Yeah, I include fupa lift in my tummy tucks.
Okay.
But you can do it separately. If your tummy is good, you can just get your fupa smaller.
Okay.
I think we should talk about fupas like regular, because
Regular.
guys
It
talk
should be
about their
conversation.
Viagra and penises all the time, but girls don't, and we should.
Yeah.
True,
Well, maybe,
true.
maybe we'll start today. We'll start talking about fupa today more.
Get your
Yes.
fupa right. She
Yeah.
said, get your fupa right.
Get your fupa right.
Get
you
your
know,
fupa right. It's not your lower
yeah.
belly; it's the underbelly.
Not too late.
Not too late. Okay.
So that's my other question is, what is too old to be getting these surgeries? Because, we got a lot of hot mamas, hot grandmamas out in these streets doing wild stuff, still trying to get that work. What's too old?
I think it's just it's individualized. I think it's based on your overall health. There's some 7-year-old that come through that like still rocking it. And then I have some
Wait a
like
minute, you said
50-year-old.
70? You
Sure,
said
why
70?
not?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Look, I'm not mad at them. That is,
if they're not a diabetic,
for
they're
me.
not overweight, they're they can tolerate the procedure. A lot of these procedures I mentioned for FUPA are done under local anesthesia. They don't have to go to sleep. It can be done locally, great. But then, of course, there's some 45-year-olds that come through, and I was like, I'm not touching you until I get like cardiac clearance, heart, doctor, lung doctor clearance, lose some weight. You have to choose the right patient. And of course, grandma is not the same as used to be. I have some 38-year-old grandmas that come through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life is not over.
True.
She got 60 years to go. Like, yeah, we're going to get it tight, whatever it is.
I know, but she got a lot more years to put in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Dr. Angelina, I want to talk to you about your business, though. You have 2 businesses, yes?
Oh, I have like 17, but okay.
Oh, girl. So tell us about kind of your business practice, your business model, and how you're managing all this.
I don't know. I drink.
I kind of girl.
So it started with one. It's me and my husband. He's a surgeon as well. He's one of our weight loss surgeons in the practice and co-founder of my company, our company. Started off with Georgia SurgiCare. We started in a rural Georgia. And the idea was to really provide healthcare to people outside of main cities, because metro cities, like, Metro Atlanta, Metro whatever, they usually have multiple hospital systems. They can do big surgeries. Great. As soon as you step out of the city, 80% of Americans live outside of those big cities, outside of those metro centers, right? They have no good healthcare. It's just regular bread and butter surgeons, or you have to drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours to a major destination to get care. So when we started with that. Like, let's provide best healthcare to people outside of the city. And then we grew from there. So from there, we got our bariatric center, our weight loss center. From there, I did an extra fellowship to become a cosmetic surgeon, so we can provide cosmetic surgery for our patients. And then now the goal is to create this very transparent healthcare system throughout the country. That's why we just opened the Tampa office. Our prices are listed on the website. There's no surprises. This is the price. This is how much it is. You need your gallbladder out. It's like under $7,000, which, for some people sounds a lot, but if you go to the hospital, the price is like over $20K to get gallbladder out.
Yeah.
Or they keep giving you runaround. Oh, go follow up with your surgeon. Oh, you don't need it. And people keep coming back to emergency room every like month with problems, right? This is how much the weight loss surgery costs. You don't have to wait 6 months for your insurance approval, especially if you don't have insurance. You can get through pre-op workup within like a couple of weeks, get on a schedule, do your weight loss surgery. You know exactly how much you're paying, you know exactly what you're getting, and it's like very clear. So I think just kind of transforming the healthcare where you know how much things cost makes things so much easier to get. And that's what we're about.
Yeah, healthcare in itself is so pricey. And I had twins. And when I got out of the hospital, at some point they sent me what the bill looks like and what it would look like if I didn't have insurance. And ma'am, I felt like I could have bought a small country with what they would have charged me had I not had insurance. Right. So my next question to you is, for people that need these kind of services, or at least the portion of it that will save their life, like the weight loss piece of it, if they know they're struggling, they continue to find themselves in dangerous situations, obese, heart problems, what kind of advice would you give them if they didn't have, let's say, the liquid cash to provide to you? Because I think it's important that you have that conversation. Like, I don't care if you come to me or not, this is something you need to take care of.
Well, the advisor keeps trying, find prices like ours. Again, our prices are very transparent. We provide, different financing plans. They can do like I call them layaway plans. They can pay towards it until they're ready. Their medications, but I can at least start some medications to get them to get started, start education with nutritional counseling. The idea is not to give up. A lot of people, that's why we don't believe in diet and exercise alone. It doesn't work because a lot of people think of it, okay, I'm going to do this for a week and then somehow I'm going to become a supermodel and then I'll never have to diet again. Obviously, it doesn't work. We all know it doesn't work.
Right.
It's a lifestyle. So it's a lot of education. So if you don't have the cash, at least start to educate yourself. Join groups, there's apps for that. There's apps for that. Get medication. Talk to the doctors who actually care. Not the ones that do those little diet thingies, but prescribe you medication, stay on top of you, educate you. And then eventually, hopefully you get the money for the surgery. Our place, I think right now they're doing sleeve for $11,500. That all inclusive, nutritional education, surgery, anesthesia, everything. It's cheaper than a lot of places do their tummy tucks for.
Yeah.
Right. So if you think about it long term, how much is going to save you money in future for your diabetic medications, for your surgeries on your replacement of the knees or back pain or whatever else, the energy is going to give you. So now you have the energy to go out and do the work or get the job or just enjoy your family. It makes sense. You know what I mean? But there are resources. I have charity organization as well that I'm growing in order to be able to provide, surgeries for people. We already do free surgery too, but I'm growing it to provide more weight loss surgeries and stuff like that too. But I think people have to just put their mind to it. Yeah. Don't be ashamed of it. It is nationwide problem.
Yeah.
Right. 60% of adult population. It's a majority.
Dr. A, do you guys offer, or have you considered offering another little component as far as a support type system or some kind of I don't want to say mental health piece, but some kind of psychological piece? Because do you think that a lot of time people that are coming for this weight loss surgery to all these enhancements and stuff, you think it also has to do with their self-esteem, and how they're feeling about themselves? So do you guys offer any kind of support systems for that, or will you be offering that? Is that something you guys consider?
So all the patients who are planning to get, or most of the patients who are planning to get bariatric surgery do go through psychiatric evaluation, right? They have to get the clearance from the doctor. In our office, we provide nutritional counseling, and we also provide, they have a support group. So once a month, they will meet up for a support group, and they're doing it both in live and virtual now. Were people who had previous surgeries, people who went through the process, some of our staff that work with our patients, our coordinators, they all get together and do discussions, do lectures. The idea is, you're not alone. As I said, 60% of population have that problem. You're obviously not alone. You're a majority of the problem, right? A majority of people who have this problem. And it's just really acceptance, listening to your doctor, going to special weight loss. You have to put some time into it, but the resources are there. And yes, we do provide some of the, mentoring. When you get to my office, if you're talking to me, you're basically going to be getting a lecture just from me every time. And as I said, we do have the support groups as well.
I love that. So before we let you go, so appreciative of the information that you've shared. Two things. I want you to share with us how people can keep in touch with you, get in touch with you, and follow the work that you do, because I know you provide a lot of pictures and visuals on some of your success stories, which I loved. And then give me some scenery. I want to see where you're at. I want to live vicariously through you.
Let me show you where I'm at. Get out the balcony. Can you see this way?
Oh my God. Beautiful.
There you go.
Look at that.
We are on vacation. My husband is next door. We have 2 rooms. Well, we have 3 rooms because I have my kids, my mom, and everybody here. He's working next door, and I'm working here, and my kids are in the pool with my our teenage daughter.
I love it. So how do
So I
we
don't know if
keep
I call it vacation, but we have still working. As far as getting hold of us, we have strong social media presence. Ideal Body Institute on YouTube is a place where we put a lot of videos, a lot of live surgery videos, a lot of just educational videos, both from me and my husband, my other surgeons in the practice. Some of it is educational, some of it is just silly. It's just, we try to make it fun. So Ideal Body Institute on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And then Surgicare Arts is a place where you see more of cosmetic surgery procedures and before and afters on Instagram and Facebook. And there are links to the other accounts in there just because, as I said, I have like 17 different things that I do.
I absolutely love it. Well, thank you so much for sharing so much cool information with us. I hope that our viewers go back and if they are struggling with any of this, definitely get in touch with you or at least get in touch with the doctor and start working through some of these issues. But I've seen your work and you do amazing work. So, yeah, I hope we'll definitely keep in touch. Miss Gia?
Yes. It was a pleasure talking with you today, Dr. A. I've learned so much, and I hope our viewers have been enlightened. And we should have more conversations about, the vajayjay and all those other things that us women have to make us feel better about who we are. But again, I think the key to all this, what you're saying, is it's really weight management. We need to all work on our weight, and our weight plays a major role in how we're feeling as we age.
I agree. Weight management for those who are overweight, and then just self-care and self-love for all of us. Because I think as women, we forget about ourselves as we get, busy with family, kids, husbands, whoever, and we forget about ourselves. So don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until it's all wrinkly and old. Start early. Self-care is what's going to get you healthy enough to take care of your family for future as well. So really love yourself.
Do you have any specials going on right now for people that are interested and you can kind of tip them over the edge?
Yes. On my Instagram, we post specials every month. And then sometimes I do those weird, like when I wake up one day and I feel like, oh, let's do something today. And we do some like super special.
You know what, Doc? Before you go, I did want to ask you something because I see a lot of stuff, a lot of businesses or companies and people talking about. Can you talk a little bit about? I hear about a lot of body sculpture.
Yeah.
And how does that differ from I know it differs from surgeries and stuff like that. But do you guys do body sculpture at your business too as well? Okay.
Absolutely, I do body sculpting, but again, right candidates, because I see a lot of body sculpting patients who go like, oh fine, you're not going to do me because my body mass index is too high. I'll go to Miami, Dominican Republic, and get it done. Guess what, afterwards they end up in my practice for me to fix the problem. Or they just waste the money and that doesn't last so long. So we do body sculpting, both surgical, non-surgical, but again, in my personal practice, I take care of the whole patient. Not just like, oh, sure, let's suck out this fat, but let's make you healthy at the same time. And that means you might have to wait a few months until I get you there with medicines or whatever, balloons. I mean, we have a whole bunch of different things. But again, it's very popular procedure, but you have to get to the right place and do the right thing. If it sounds too fishy, it sounds too cheap, it's probably not the best place to go. Their place in Atlanta, they just opened up. We'll literally have a bouncer bouncing people out of the clinic because it's like, okay, here's your cheap surgery, get the hell out. And literally you cannot come back. You don't know the name of the surgeon. They have no follow-ups. If you have a problem, it's your problem. They have places like that in Miami, in Atlanta. I guess they're opening up in different locations. I mean, that's kind of like a red flag, right? Like, fine. Even body sculpting is still a surgery. Like if you're doing it like by liposuction, it's a surgery. Yes, it's very little incisions. It's a major surgery no matter what. Just remember that, and make sure you don't let your body is the only one you have. As I said, self-love, self-care. Don't let just any Joe Schmo poke holes in it. That's all I can say.
Well, yeah, because I see a lot of people, I see businesses popping up, and I'm all about small businesses and stuff. A lot of people, more people are opening up these body sculpting businesses, and I don't see MD or nothing behind their names. So I'm always curious, people, oh, come, I can do this, I can do that for you. So I was just curious, and I would like to have you back, and maybe we can have a show about body sculpting, non-invasive, non-surgery versus surgery type, the difference and stuff. So I don't think it's clear in a lot of advertisements that we see on billboards and these little commercials that come on at 1 o'clock in the morning and things like that. And the flyers that you see out here and stuff on social media, I don't think is very clear.
Absolutely.
And people are like, oh, I think that's the big thing now too, is body sculpting. And
it's very confusing.
Yes.
We absolutely can talk about that. That's a big, like a whole hour of discussion on its own.
Yeah. So we will definitely look forward to having you back. Thank you again so much for being here, and we'll definitely keep in touch.
Thank you so much, guys. So much fun.
So, wow.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was good. Dr. A gave a lot of good information. I would love to have Dr. A back so we could have some more conversations about body imaging and stuff like that, because that is a big thing, especially with women. And we all struggle. A lot of women are struggling with body imaging and things like that. And I think especially now with, like you said, you got grandmothers that are still young, and we got all the social media, and we got everybody half naked and showing everything and stuff like that, and everybody wants to look good and feel desired, and so they're now turning to doing different things to make themselves in their mind look better. And beauty really is an eye of the beholder, but beauty comes from within out. And I think a lot of people got it backwards. They deal with the outer before they deal with the inner, and they need to really work on the inner more so than the outer, and things will be right. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
If you can't twerk now, you still won't be able to twerk after the surgery. Everybody can't do it.
Everybody can't twerk. That's what I'm saying. And it's okay. It's okay if everybody can't twerk. Hey.
Everybody can't twerk. So what do you have coming up? And where can the people remind them where they can keep up with you at?
I'll be at the Nothing But Black Flea the second Saturday in July. I have that coming up. And let me try to think what else I have coming up. Besides that, I'll be at the Nothing But Black for the month of July, the 2nd and 4th. And also I'm going to do another market at the end of the month at the South Bay Galleria called, I think it's called For the People. They're going to have an outdoor market there. So I'm one of the vendors there. So I'm going to be over in the South Bay area. I'm being in your area. So y'all come out and check us out there on the 31st of July. We'll be there. But I'm just, here just doing things. I got a few, I've been doing more printing work for other small businesses and stuff. So I'm going to be working on getting those orders finished and things like that. That's all I'm really doing. Me just, coming up with, more things to make, create, me. I'm just all things creative.
I love it. I love it. So for me, I'm still just working client work. I actually did put out something recently. We're looking for more interns and new teammates. So if you are a videographer, if you are great with e-commerce, please get in touch. Otherwise, you can always keep in touch at Sand and Shores on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Tanya McKenzie PR if you need some PR branding or reputation management. I did the coolest branding webinar for Agility PR not too long ago. So I'm going to be sharing that out. If you are wondering if you need some branding work or some PR work, definitely get in touch. We can always have a discovery call, move that forward, and make sure that you are handling your business the way that you should. Other than that, I just hope you guys have an amazing week, and we will see you back here next week.
Oh, before we go, Tanya, I also want to give a shout out to one of our viewers, our faithful viewers, Miss Deborah Washington, who's always watching and everything. Hey, Deborah, but Deborah got a hold of me. She's gonna be coming to town. I don't know when yet. She said she's gonna be here for a family matter and stuff. So hopefully, if she comes and you're available, we can maybe get together and go to lunch or something, or breakfast and stuff. So again, hey, Deborah, thanks for watching us.
We love you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week.